And once you see this, you'll never unsee it. Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. My name is Amanda. I am a small reseller. I currently sell on eBay, Niknax, as well as on Whatnot. Every Saturday at 2 p.m. I go live on Whatnot and we do a vintage live sale. I have a whole bunch of stuff in my bin on Whatnot that you can go and look through, but I also tend to just randomly throw things in there. So I don't know, you never know. But come join me for that. There will be a link in the description for my upcoming sale on this next Saturday. And there was also a promo code in there. If you're a new buyer on Whatnot, you can use my code and get $15 in Whatnot credit towards your first purchase. You don't have to spend that with me. You can spend that with any seller on Whatnot, but go ahead and take advantage of it. It's in the description. I also recently began doing live sales on Niknax, and so far I have been going through my hoard of jewelry that I accumulated through picking it up through a few estate sales, but a good portion of it is from what was given to me by my aunt. And so I'm selling it off. And right now, every Thursday at 2 p.m., I go live on Niknax and we do a jewelry jar live sale where I basically have pieces in little bags and they're all stuffed in a big jewelry jar and I pull them out at random and we run it. Everything starts at $2 except for sets, and those start at $4. Again, I have a promo code in the video description. If you're a new buyer on Niknax, you can use my code and get $5 towards your first purchase. So take advantage of that. There will also be a link in the description for my upcoming sale this coming Thursday. Another thing, I mentioned in my last video that I was kind of tossing around putting my whole eBay store on sale basically in an effort to clear out a good portion of my eBay inventory. Spend $30, get 15% off. Spend $50, get 20% off. That will begin on Monday. So I've been looking around trying to figure out of my immense amount of current inventory that still needs to be listed, what did I want to tackle next? What did I have quite a bit of that would be good to start getting listed, you know, and start getting it moved out? Because I have a lot of cool stuff that, you know, you guys maybe have seen a little bit of in passing through videos, but not really seen yet. So I thought we would take a look today at some of like my lunch and snack sets. And I have glass ones and I have stoneware and I have porcelain and hand painted, all the things, depression glass. So I thought we would take a quick look at some of this and what I will be working on cleaning up and getting listed over the next several days. Okay guys, so it's been a little bit since we've done a full video down here. Here is just a few of the snack sets that I set up more or less for my thumbnail, but also I figured, well, this would be a good way to set them out to show you guys. So I don't remember who makes these ones, but it's like that paneled grape, and it's a very heavy looking white milk glass, and it's unmarked on the bottom, of course, but I think probably Imperial or something like that did this one. And I think that this is a newer one because of how opaque the milk glass is. A little variety on some porcelain stoneware kind of pieces. So you got like your made in Japan pieces here, but I love this set because, well, I mean, look at him. I love it. And he's so cute. Now, he's not like a full complete set though. He's a lusterware. This is, gosh, I don't even know how you say it. What is that? Chikaramachi? Made in Japan. Anyway, it's stinking beautiful. Whoops. It's stinking beautiful is what it is. So then it has these matching little plates, and everything's dusty, guys. I need to clean it up. It's got 3 sort of medium-sized plates, and then 2, 4, 6 saucers, 2 cups, and a covered sugar. And I love the plates because they have the bird on it, the matching bird, compared to the saucers that just have the florals. But either way, it's just, I love it. It's so pretty, so cool, so Art Deco, you know, in design too, that, you know, I hate that it's not a full set, but what I'll probably wind up doing is listing the sugar bowl, you know, listing the couple cups with a couple saucers, and then listing the remaining saucers, and then put the plates together, you know, and just break it up that way. And then people can buy the pieces that they need or want, rather than having to take this whole partial set. And same thing on here. I'm not sure how many saucers are here. 2, 4, 6, 2, 4, 6. Yeah. 2, 4, 5 on the slightly larger plates. And then it's got the matching, you know, lake, windmill, house scene. These ones are technically loaners. They're by themselves. They're a little set of 2, 4, 6 of little plates. But what I like about these is they have the gold trim, where oftentimes like these ones do not. They're just like the purple bluish luster. So these ones are a little bit fancier. Stamped made in Japan there. These ones here are more modern, and I mean, definitely more modern, but I love the glaze on them. I cannot recall where I got these. I feel like they were maybe extra in an estate sale. I don't think I picked these up in like a thrift store or something. I think they were extra in an estate sale, but regardless, they're stoneware. They are super cool. And like I said, I just love this glaze on it. So it's not, I guess you could say bisque, and then it's like this green glaze spotted. It's not glazed on the whole thing. Even the interior is more bisque. And then it has the little matching plates with it. It sort of vaguely reminds me the glaze of, who is it? Hager, I think, that does like lime and orange peel. It sort of reminds me of that a little bit. But anyways, I've got 4 of the cups with the lids, and I'm guessing these are for like tea and stuff, to like steep your tea in. 2, 4, 5 plates. So I'll probably just do the set of 4, and then I have an extra lid here. Set of 4 saucers and 4 cups, and see what they do. I have no idea comp-wise, because I don't know who makes them. Obviously, I feel like they're very contemporary, but they're beautiful and they're super cool, and they're, as far as I know, damage-free. So these ones here are cool. They have their original, most of the pieces on here have their original sticker. Royal Sealy, quality imports, Japan. This kind of looks, I don't know, is that a hibiscus flower? I'm trying to get better with remembering that. But anyway, it's got 4 little footed cups here. And I think all but 1 or 2 of the cups have their sticker. All but 1 cup. And then you've got the matching little teapot here. Looks like he's lost his sticker. You can kind of see where it was on there. And then it has the matching tray. So I think this dates, to the 70s roughly, probably, I don't know, late 60s, 70s, somewhere in there. Really cool. I love that it still has the stickers on it. You know, I think that kind of makes it a little more difficult to utilize these pieces, although they, as far as I can tell, are in condition that you could definitely use them, but you'd hate to wash them and lose the stickers. Then I had this thing up here, and it's left in, and they still have, I'm not sure, do they both have their stickers? Yeah, they both have their stickers. Cool little picture. And I was going to wait till the fall to list that, but I may just go ahead and put it on there now. I wish I had more cups to go with it, but I don't know. It is what it is. Let's see. Oh, I wanted to show you guys some stuff down here. So then I have, and I'm probably going to work on these little ones a little bit later. I'm going to work on the regular size normal ones first. But I have a lot of these little sets of, you know, like children sets, children play sets and stuff. I've got more sets down here where those gold trim plates I would think could go with these, but they don't quite match because these ones have a boat on it. They're sailing, but this is a much fuller set right there. Then there's a few pieces down here, sort of this circus tent vibe going on. Then I have a lot of these sort of sets, and some of these are children's sets, like children's like chowder sets and stuff like that. And then some of them are regular sets. Some of them are Royal Sealy and stuff like that. And Oh, so I'll be going through those as well. As you can tell, guys, this is why I said I'll be doing this over the next several days, because it's probably going to take me several days to sufficiently clean these up, try to ID everything as best I can, and, you know, photograph it, list it, all the things. So the other things I wanted to show you guys as far as sets go are, one, now I don't normally advise people to pick these up. However, there are some really cool glass patterns out there, and if you come across those, it may be well worth it. These ones right here, they're sort of iridescent color, and they're really cool looking, I thought. But is this the one that one of these, I think, was either incomplete or one of the plates or something had damage. Looks like this one's okay. One of them did, though. But I think this is my favorite out of the snack sets. And you guys, you know how we're bringing brooches back? Well, we need to bring the snack sets back too, I think, because these things are not super difficult to find, especially this pattern. What is that, the homestead pattern or something? They're not terribly difficult to find, and they're cool. And for the most part, oh, similar, same pattern, different maker. Is that right? Who made this one? I don't know. Federal made this one, and then, I don't know, maybe they made the other one too. I'm not sure. Several companies made that pattern as far as I remember. But yeah, I think we need to bring back the snack sets, because the reason so many of them are still around is because, you know, they're decent quality, guys. They're usually kind of heavy duty glass. And this in here is my Metlocks Poppy Trail. I have several cups in here, saucers. I've got the little plates, some bowls. You know, it's not a complete set, and I'll probably do like I talked about on the other ones. You know, you just break it up into little sets that make sense to the best of your ability with the pieces that you have. And but I figured I would work on getting those ones done as well. There is like a good size sort of party set really in here with this like Dorothy Thorpe style. But I'm not positive that this is Dorothy Thorpe. I have to look at that again, because it used to be where if it had a silver band at the top that you said, oh, it's Dorothy Thorpe. But it turns out that that's not always the case. And I feel like Dorothy Thorpe, if I remember right, it's Dorothy Thorpe's are like the silver band, but it's very neat. And where these ones are more like silver fade, the band fades down the glass. And so I feel like those ones were not, in fact, Dorothy Thorpe. I do have some other like glassware, drinkware stuff here, but I'll start working on those a little later. Okay, these are different Corel pieces. I cannot remember the name of this one. Morning Mist or something like that, I think is what it was. I don't know. I had listed this set and all of these. These are more Corel cups, and these are Pyrex, what is that called? Not Wildflower, I can't remember. Anyway, these are little Anchor Hawking, I believe, cups, or Federal. Fire King. They're Anchor Hawking. So, and then these ones are Homer Laughlin Oven Serve, if I remember right. Yeah, it's got the Homer Laughlin sign on it. And so this is like a stoneware set here, little bowl. But what I kept trying to start telling you was that I had all these sets listed on Facebook Marketplace. And so they're some of the sets that I pulled off because I removed every listing I had on there. Okay, so then I have this very large amount of candle wick. The coolest piece, or one of the coolest pieces I think in here. Hi, buddy. What's up? What's up? Do you need a cookie? Okay, let's go get a cookie. All right. Sit. Sit. Good boy. Good boy. Give me some. Give me some. There you go. Good job, buddy. All right. So one of the coolest pieces I think out of this group is this one here with the etching on it. These little sort of starburst, atomic starburst kind of thing. Candle wick I've always thought was really pretty. I've always loved it. It's a vintage pattern. They made it from the 30s. Who made it? Imperial made it from the 30s up to like 84 or 86, something like that. Mid 80s though. Everything you see here is very dusty. It's been sitting on the shelf for probably the last 2 or 3 years. But we're going to work on it and get it all listed. So you've got like a little, I don't think this is the bottom of a butter dish. It doesn't really have a ledge on it for a lid. I think this is probably like a little relish dish or something maybe. I've got 2 pairs of taper candlestick holders, and then this pair here. And I think these are also candle wick because the bubbles there are separated. I could be wrong. I was trying to look it up. I haven't found the information to satisfy my curiosity. I think they are, but tell me if I'm wrong. If you guys know, let me know. But anyways, little divided dish here. You got another, matching dish to this, except this one doesn't have any of the etching. And then I've got a 2-handle little serving plate down here that's roughly the same diameter as these plates. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 plates. So I'll probably break those up into sets of 4 or 6, something like that. Oh, and then I've got one of these little guys down here. But yeah, I've always thought candlewick was just very pretty, very elegant. It catches the light really nicely, with the bubbled edge on it and stuff. It's just really cool. I like it. Then I've got this little set here. It's a set that's missing a bowl, but I'm not going to break it down to 3 cups. I'm probably just going to still include the 4th one as long as none of them have damage. But these I've always really liked. Let me see if I can get it in the light a little better. So it kind of has like this dark smoky mirror look. Come on, light. On the exterior. I'm not sure. I think the base glass is clear, and then it's just like this iridescent, like mirror-ish iridescence on there. Really cool. I have this little set here of depression glass, but this is cherry blossom. I'm going to read you guys something about how to distinguish between the actual authentic depression glass version, which this one is, versus the reproduction version. And once you see this, you'll never unsee it, and you'll be able to identify a lot of the reproductions because of it. This set down here is a little bit fuller of a set with more cups and little saucers and stuff, but it also has an open cream and sugar. Here is the creamer. And this one here is, it had a few different names. It was dogwood. What was it? Okay, so this one is Macbeth Evans Glass Company, made from 1929 to 1932. They called this dogwood, they called it apple blossom, they called it wild rose. All 3 of these names are listed under it in my collector's book. But anyways, we will take a look in the book here in a second at that. I think this one here is a Westmoreland paneled grape. And you can kind of tell it's a little bit older, more translucent, a little bit more translucent. You've got some anchor hawking. I think that's the bubble pattern in milk glass. More panel grape. I'm not sure if these are Westmoreland or who made these ones. There's some anchor hawking moonstone in there and some other cool bowls we won't go into today. Let's see. I don't know. I might have a few random pieces of this and that down there that we'll look at. But let's take a look at the info in these books real quick. So the main book we're going to look at today is The Collector's Encyclopedia of Depression Glass by Jean Florence. This is the revised 9th edition. And let's see here. I tagged a few pages. Okay. So this one here is for the authentic depression glass Cherry Blossom by Jeanette Glass Company, 1930 to 39. All right. So they made it in pink, green, and delphite or opaque blue, crystal, jadeite or opaque green, and red. And then it tells you to see the reproduction section, and we're going to go there next. You will find crystal cherry blossom at times. Usually it is the 2-handled bowl which sells in the $12 range. It is scarce, but there is not enough crystal found to be collectible. A few red pieces have been found, but the reproduction red wiped out the demand for those. The letters AOP stand for all over pattern on the footed tumblers and pitchers shown in the right pictures. The footed large tumblers and the AOP pitcher come in two styles. One style has a scalloped or indented foot, while the other is round with no indentions. PAT stands for pattern at the top, shown on the flat bottom tumblers on the left in the pictures. There are some known experimental pieces of cherry, such as a pink cookie jar, pink 5-part relish dish, orange with green trim slag bowl, and amber children's pieces. Pricing on these is difficult to determine, but keep your eye out for them and don't pass them up if you can buy them. So just kind of giving you an idea of some of the pieces to definitely be on the hunt for. I mean, it is a collectible pattern. It is really cool. It's really pretty. I mean, look at it. And cherries, we all know people love cherries. So it is a collectible pattern, but you want to be aware on how to tell the difference with the reproductions. And I'm going to show you that. And they do an excellent job of breaking this down for you. Okay, so it's going to tell you, first of all, notice the cup bottom and the close-up of the center design on the reproduction plate. So here's the reproduction plate. What they're saying here, though, is once you learn to recognize these fake leaves, you will be able to spot 95% of the reproduction cherry blossom. These new leaves look like orderly docking stations at the local marina with a straight canal going down the center. Old cherry blossom dishes have real-looking leaves, complete with main stem, delicate veins branching from that stem, and serrated edges. Notice the smooth edges of the reproduction leaves. Okay, so when you're looking at the leaves on here, they said to look at the serrated edges, and you can clearly see that. They're serrated edges, and the veins going down them are far more natural looking. They all come up to this main stem here. And then when you compare it to the leaves on here, you can tell that this is very straight lined edge, and the middle vein here just goes straight down the center of it. It's very clean looking, very clean line looking, compared to this one where you can clearly see this is not a straight line, okay? And that the main vein has like an arc or a curve to it in here. You know, it was far more realistic looking. And once you see it, once you identify the difference, you won't ever unsee that. And so it definitely helps you when you're out and about to be able to do a quick look at it and tell immediately whether or not it's a reproduction. And reproduction, it doesn't mean throw away. It just means it's a reproduction. You know, lots of patterns were reproduced over the years and are collectible and do still carry a value. So I'm not even hating on that. I'm just wanting you guys to be aware. Okay, so then this one down here is the Dogwood Apple Blossom Wild Rose by Macbeth Evans Glass Company, 1929 to 1932. All right, they made this in pink, green, some crystal, Monax, Cremax, and yellow. Cremax is another rare color of dogwood, which does not excite many collectors. The Monax Salver 12-inch plate was once thought as hard to find, but over the years it has turned out to be more of a novelty than rare. The ashtray in the foreground is not dogwood. This ashtray was made by Macbeth Evans and packed with all of their patterns. It can be found packed in original boxes of American Sweetheart and S pattern also. The pink, sugar, creamer, and cup represent the thick style, while the green show the thin style. Pink is found in both styles, but the green is usually found in thin. The thin creamers were made by adding a spout to the cups. One of these thin creamers has a very undefined spout. Although there are thick pink cups, the saucers for both style cups are the same. The pink juice tumbler, platter, large bowl, and the American Sweetheart style pitcher have become the items to own. Grill plates come in two styles. Some of these have the dogwood patterns all over the plate, and others only have the pattern around the rim of the plate. Besides the sherbets, or sherbets, already discussed, grill plates, rim pattern only, pitcher and tumblers are also difficult to accumulate in green dogwood. I have a pitcher up here that is very much this pitcher, but without the dogwood. And somewhere in this book, I'll have to find it, and we'll talk about it in another video. Where I'll show you guys that picture. But they talk about how it was blanks. You know, they would make blanks and then they would put different designs on them and stuff. And so they were talking about how it was probably an American Sweetheart or a Dogwood or Apple Blossom or whatever blank that didn't get used. So, and if that is in fact the case, then it's as far as I know, at least it was a rare piece. How many of them have come up today, I don't know. But anyways, I thought we would take a look at that. The main point of reading that stuff to you was so that, just to give you a little bit of info on how to identify the reproductions on this cherry blossom. So really cool pieces though, guys. I'm going to work on getting them listed. And hopefully through the next week or so, I have them all up online. I'm kind of excited about it. I'm a little bit nervous too, because it's going to be excruciating. But anyways, guys, I think that's it for this one. And be sure to come hang out with me this Thursday on Niknax for a jewelry jar live sale. And then on Saturday on Whatnot at 2 p.m. as well for just a vintage whatever sale. So I'm kind of thinking about doing a more themed sale this Saturday. I just don't have it hammered out at this moment, but I'm thinking of doing like my dog figurines and some birds and I don't know, animal themed maybe. We'll talk more about it later. I'll catch you guys on the next one.